The police have told Mercedes that no criminal offences were found related to the anonymous email circulated during the Spanish Grand Prix weekend. The email had made allegations of internal sabotage at the Brackley-based team aimed at disadvantaging Lewis Hamilton, including claims about his car, tyre management, and race strategies being compromised. Let's have a look at the latest development in today's video. Toto Wolff violently rejected the allegations in a passionate response, describing those responsible for the email and anyone subscribing to such conspiracy theories as lunatics who should seek professional help. He also confirmed that Mercedes had referred the matter to the police for investigation. Despite this, law enforcement authorities have not uncovered any evidence of criminal misconduct. Northamptonshire Police received a report on June 12th regarding an email that had been circulated within the Mercedes-AMG F1 team, the police said. No criminal offences were found to have been committed, however advice was given regarding any further emails the team may receive. Mercedes is intensifying its efforts to identify the source of the emails, alleging sabotage against Lewis Hamilton. According to Crash.net, the team has now enlisted the help of private investigators in their pursuit to trace the origin of these accusations. According to George Russell, Lewis Hamilton himself knows that he isn't being sabotaged. Speaking on Hamilton's behalf regarding the issue, Russell also discussed Sir Lewis's comments suggesting that he may not outqualify him again this season. Hamilton edged out Russell by 0.02 of a second in qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix, following it up with his first podium of the season over the weekend. During the Monaco Grand Prix, Hamilton suggested that he might not outpace Russell in qualifying again this season, given it is his final year with the team. Russell debuted the team's new front wing at the event, which Mercedes confirmed had been discussed with both drivers. Hamilton generously opted to let Russell use the front wing first, and by generous I mean refusing a coin toss to determine who gets it. Both drivers have been putting the new part to good use since the Canadian Grand Prix, and Mercedes has consistently reaffirmed that both receive equal treatment. Russell also confirmed this, saying that Hamilton's comments from a few races ago were possibly taken out of context. I think that was probably comments in the heat of the moment because he knows full well that we get the same treatment, Russell told Channel 4. Lewis is a winner. And of course, these years have been frustrating for all of us, but especially for him. He's been used to winning every single season he competes in, and hasn't won in 3 years. So as I said, it's frustrating for him, it's frustrating for all of us, but I'm sure he didn't mean it as it came across. During the same broadcast, former Red Bull and McLaren driver David Coulthard expressed his belief that Russell is executing all the necessary steps to position himself as a future lead driver at Mercedes. Despite Hamilton's recent resurgence in performance, it's the younger Briton, Russell, who currently holds the upper hand in head-to-head comparisons among the Mercedes drivers this season. With the 7-time world champion set to depart at the end of the year, Coulthard believes Russell is strategically positioning himself to step into a leadership role when Hamilton moves to Ferrari in 2025. Regarding Russell's efforts to establish himself as a future leader at Mercedes, Coulthard said, "I think he has in terms of speed, there's no question there. He's right there with Lewis marginally ahead of him on this occasion, but the fact that he said several more qualifying sessions in front of Lewis, this is all psychologically building his confidence in showing the team, against a 7-time world champion, he is extracting performance from the car. It's fantastic to watch that, and I think, George, he's a champion in weight, isn't he? He just needs the car, a series of victories. He's had a couple of wins, of course, and the rest is in place." Mercedes has finally brought the W15 up to competitive standards, a move long overdue after persistent issues noticed since last year, particularly with parking. Toto Wolff has been visibly concerned about losing their competitive edge despite having a 7-time world champion in Lewis Hamilton. Following a disappointing 2023 season, Hamilton opted to switch teams for the next season, signing with Ferrari. This has raised questions about whether Mercedes' upgrades came too late to salvage their competitive position. Ultimately, Lewis Hamilton will move to Maranello next year, leaving an open seat at Mercedes. The team is actively pursuing Max Verstappen as a replacement, a logical choice to succeed a world champion. However, convincing Verstappen to leave Red Bull has proven challenging, as he is committed to joining a team with a superior car. At the Canadian Grand Prix, Mercedes' upgrades allowed their drivers to finish in 3rd and 4th positions, a result repeated in Barcelona. For those curious about the delay in Mercedes' upgrades, Peter Windsor has shed light on the mystery. According to him, the reason for the delay is Toto Wolff's ego. In the era of ground effect cars, having sufficient downforce is crucial. A car lacking stability can lead to reduced top speeds and make it challenging to drive. Mercedes encountered this issue, particularly with Lewis Hamilton voicing concerns about the car's behaviour on track. When Peter Windsor learned of the problem, he offered assistance, but Toto Wolff reportedly declined the offer. While appearing on the Cameron F1 channel, the former Ferrari boss discusses his interaction with the Mercedes team boss. He said, "When bouncing and porpoising, whatever you want to call it, was first recognised, offering his services to Mercedes to James Allison, and not getting a reply as far as I can make out, or it was a negative reply, is that complacency or arrogance? You know, I think it's more arrogance, isn't it? I've sent Toto Wolff 3 emails now, 3 messages, saying, I know a very, very good engineer who would love to talk to your team and offer some consultancy advice. I haven't even had a reply, let alone a negative one. Again and again, you know, I just wonder." The former Ferrari boss was not happy to see the championship-dominating team struggle to reach the podium, prompting him to offer assistance. But Mercedes declined his offer, insisting they would resolve the issue internally. Windsor mentioned several other teams that would have welcomed his suggestion. His final thoughts on the matter are as follows. "I think there's a whole mixture there of arrogance, call it complacency, maybe, and illogic, because all that business of we didn't compromise enough." Andrew Shovlin has revealed why Mercedes' ongoing upgrade plan for the W15 will be kept under wraps, emphasising that the team is working tirelessly to enhance the performance of their 2024 Formula One car. During Mercedes' post-Spanish Grand Prix race debrief show, Trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin affirmed the team's focus on incremental improvements, mentioning that they have more developments planned in the coming weeks. However, he refrained from disclosing specific timelines for these upgrades, indicating Mercedes' strategy to prevent their rivals from preemptively reacting. He said, "We've got a plan to bring more performance to the car, and it's some of the areas that we've been working on recently. Just aerodynamic development, mechanical developments, and those are coming through in the next few races. We don't really want to give our competitors an idea of when we're bringing an update, because then they'll be pushing to try and bring one sooner, but certainly we've got more stuff coming. We can see that gap getting down, and as it gets smaller, it's motivating people even more to push to bring small developments. And qualifying has been so tight recently, just bringing a few hundredths of a second to a car can see you further up the grid. That gives you an opportunity to finish in better places. So we are flat out. I won't tell you quite what the development plans over the next few races are. One thing that isn't a secret, though, is Toto Wolff's desire to steal Max Verstappen away from Red Bull. After months of alluding to private talks with the Dutchman, Toto has finally clarified that he is currently not in discussions with Max Verstappen regarding a future drive with the team, but he has also mentioned that he intends to delay his decision as long as possible to secure the best outcome for Mercedes. He told the media, "There are no talks that are taking place at that stage. I think we need to look at ourselves and on improving the car. No driver decision has been made. We want to keep this decision as long as possible, because who knows what happens. Before you go, I want to pick your brain a little. What do you have to say about Toto Wolff refusing Peter Windsor's help with the W15? Tell me about it in the comments section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.